right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Law. Are we ready to proceed? Miss Champion, do we have the reset date?
It's Miss Strong Judge, and it's
Oh,
May the 14th.
May 14th, okay. All right, let's see. Courtroom 2, ACDC, anyone ready? No? Okay.
Your Honor, I am Shabria Punter for the state, Your Honor.
Mm.
Unfortunately, I'm trying to start my video and it say you cannot start your video
Let's
because
see if the host can prompt you and maybe that might work. Is it Miss Champion who's hosting? Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
There we go. We can see your screen. There you are. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Kim is in the courtroom. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Law. I'll just let the other folks get settled in the courtroom.
Slide down, second one, slide down. Slide down, let everybody have a fit.
Deborah, okay, we got almost everyone in?
We're all set.
Thank you, sir. As I was saying, my name is Judge Law, and this is going to be the first appearance proceedings for misdemeanor cases involving individuals who were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail. Soon after being booked in, their cases have now been formally accused by the Solicitor General of Fulton County. And today would be the time where I will inform the defendant of your new case number, the charges brought against you, to appoint counsel for you where required, set a bond, and give you a new court date if applicable. With regards to a bond, you may possibly qualify for what we call a signature bond or a release bond. Otherwise, you may qualify for what we call a surety bond or a cash bond. Irrespective of what kind of bond you receive, conditions will apply, and it will be outlined in your bond order. If you don't get a bond order when you are released from jail, please make sure that you follow up with your attorney and get the copy of the bond order either from the jail records or from the state court clerk's office. I am adding this to my opening statement so that every defendant who gets released from jail, it is your duty to make sure that you get released with your bond order so that you are familiar with not only the terms of your bond, but the conditions that attach. Because any violation of your bond, of the conditions of your bond order, could possibly result in you coming back to jail. So please remember to get a copy of your bond order, either from the jail or from the clerk's office. You have a right to remain silent as long as you don't discuss, if you discuss any facts or circumstances involving your case during this virtual proceeding, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. This virtual proceeding is not only being recorded, but also live streamed. So please be mindful of what you say. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to represent you. The next message is for individuals who are alleged victims or friends or family who are trying to appear via Zoom because they want to be heard in a particular case. Do not start your video and keep your video muted until the individual whom you're interested in addressing is before the court. All right. Otherwise, our host will keep switching off your video and muting you if you chime in before that case is called. Okay, Deputy in courtroom 2, who do we have first?
Team, Miss Glasco.
Is that the add-on? I'm sorry, what position number is this?
13.
13. Oh, Glasgow. Sorry, thought I heard Glasgow. Okay. All right. Deborah Glasgow is accused of battery from April 30th of this year. Her case number is 26 CR 002762G. Ms. Glasgow, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Aya Bader. Any priors, please?
5 cycles. Last arrest was in 2010 for theft by shoplifting, and then 1 conviction from 92 for sale of marijuana, and nothing further. Level 1 is pretrial recommendation.
Ms. Hutchison, thank you. Who is our prosecutor, please?
It is me. Good afternoon, Judge
Okay.
Law.
Good afternoon, Ms. Bickerstaff.
Can you see me?
Not quite.
What about now?
There you are. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. So the state's recommendation in this case is a $3,000 surety bond and to have no further contact with the victim in this case. Your Honor, just briefly, this incident happened at a senior citizen apartment complex while on the elevator. The defendant pepper sprayed the victim. The officers noted that the victim's eyes were bloodshot and that he also had bruises on his neck and face. There was a video that the officer looked at, and it matched the allegations that he told the officers that the defendant did towards him. So that is the reason for the state's recommendation.
Right. I'm sorry, I didn't write down the name of the alleged victim. Do you have his name, please?
Yes, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering if he or she is on the screen to.
Yes, and I would like to sound for him. The victim's name in this case is Mr. Kenneth Dixon.
All right, Mr. Kenneth Dixon, if you're on Zoom and you wish to address the court, please unmute and start your video. No? All right, Ms. Bader?
Thank you, Your Honor. On behalf of Ms. Glasgow, she is 65 years old. She has been a Georgia resident her whole life. She has a good address at this residence, an apartment, on the apartment number that she's listed to the jail. She's been living there for 15 years, has never been late on rent. She is disabled, handicapped, and without her medicine that she takes for blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes. She has an associate's degree in photography. And in terms of this particular case, she understands that this is not her trial. However, just to provide some context, Ms. Glasgow does state that she was attacked on the elevator. She plans to use this self-defense in her trial. And as you heard, her last arrest was 16 years ago, and she's never had a failure to appear. We would be asking Your Honor to give her pretrial signature bond, level 1. Thank you.
Bond is going to be set at $3,000. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. She will need to report to pretrial services twice a month. She's to have no further contact with Kenneth Dixon. She is to stay 200 yards away from him, not communicate with him in any way, form, or manner. 200 yards is the length of 2 football fields, so that's quite a distance. I couldn't tell he looks like he was pushing some kind of cart. Is he an employee or a resident of this facility at 1125 Ponce de Leon?
Your Honor, I'm not sure at the moment. The state wasn't able to get in touch with him prior to court.
All right. So, I'm not going to keep Miss Glasgow away from her senior facility at Ponce de Leon, but if she is living at the facility, she cannot be on the same floor, the same level of the building as Mr. Dixon. So if Mr. Dixon is in the common rooms or in any of the floors where he's either living or working, she needs to make sure that she exits that level immediately and returns back to her room. That's the way it's going to be until this case is resolved. If she is outside in public, she needs to stay 200 yards away from him. If she violates these conditions, The next thing what's going to happen is that her signature bond is going to be revoked and she'll be back in jail on a cash bond or a surety bond. Any questions, Ms. Padir?
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor.
All right. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, no weapons, and no firearms. She has to surrender all weapons and firearms, including any pepper spray, any firearms, and anything to the police authorities or to the management facility within that senior living facility. Again, if she's in the building, she cannot be on the same floor as Kenneth Dixon. If she violates that provision, if she happens to be on that floor and Mr. Dixon enters that floor, she has to get up and leave immediately. Mr. Dixon has no such duty. Thank you. Next case.
Position 14, Ms. Howard.
Yeah, I don't know now.
Yeah, I don't have a feeling from. No, no.
7 years.
Did she tell me too?
I'm sorry, Deputy, who do we have?
14, Ms. Howard.
Shenquella Howard is accused of criminal trespass, possession and use of drug-related objects, terroristic threats and acts. From April 30th, 2026, case number 26CR 2778B. Ms. Howard's been advised of her rights, and attorney is Ms. Bader. Any priors, Ms. Beckerstaff?
Yes, 75 cycles. Last arrest was January of this year for a probation violation. It's currently on probation for criminal trespass. 2 criminal trespass probations, both out of Fulton County. Also on probation for aggravated assault out of Fulton County. A 2014 simple assault conviction. 2010 simple battery conviction. 2011 simple battery conviction.
Any FTAs?
Yes, 3 in 2014, 1 in 2019, 1 in 2024.
2024 FTA. Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Ms. Bickerstaff? And I'm sorry, it's Ms. Hutchison with pretrial, Ms. Bickerstaff. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. But go ahead, Ms. Bickerstaff.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation in this case is a $1,500 surety bond, $500 on each charge. Briefly, the defendant was at a Chick-fil-A on Ponce de Leon.
Ponce de Leon, yep.
And she was told to leave. She refused to leave. She told 2 employees that she would spit on them. She wished for them to get out of her face. And when she was searched, officers found a drug instrument on her person. Given the FTAs, that is the reason for the state's recommendation in this case. The state did get to speak to the victims in this case. One victim being Mr. Luke Harrison. He said that Ms. Howard's not a regular at the location and that he's not in fear of his life. The other victim, Ms. Rich, let me just verify. We did get to speak to Ms. Rich as well. Her name is Sydney Rich. She did confirm the events that happened in the warrant, and she just thinks that there is some MH concerns in this case, Your Honor. If either Mr. Harrison or Ms. Rich are on the call, I would like to sound for them at the appropriate time.
You can go ahead and sound up for them.
Okay, Ms. Rich or Mr. Harris, if you're on the Zoom call, please unmute yourself.
No? Okay,
No.
Ms. Bader? Sorry, was there someone? All right, Ms. Bader, I don't see or hear anyone. Go ahead.
Yes, Ms. Howard is 36 years old. She has been in Georgia her whole life. She did mention that she can live with her sister. I let her know that she would need to update that address with the courthouse if she was released. She did graduate high school, and Your Honor, she's not currently working right now, so she can't unfortunately afford a bond. We would just be asking for the lowest possible bond, and we have no objection to a no contact or stay away. She doesn't need to go back there.
Okay. On the criminal trespass, that's going to be 1,000. On the possession and use of a drug-related object, it's going to be 500. And the terroristic threats is going to be 500. This is a $2,000 surety bond. Her next court date is going to be May 14th. Ms. Barder, if you, I'll need a social worker to interview her for possible MH. If housing is an issue, then you certainly can explore that. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, no weapons, and no firearms. She's also required to stay 200 yards away from 777 Ponce de Leon Avenue, which is, of course, the Chick-fil-A restaurant at that location. Thank you.
Hi, number 16, Miss Larry.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
15.
16.
15 or 16? 1615.
6.
Okay.
Are we ready to proceed, Deputy?
Yes.
Okay. Monnique Larry is accused of willful obstruction of a police officer and theft by shoplifting from April 29th of this year, case 26 CR 2768Y. She's been advised of her rights. Her attorney is Miss Bader. Any priors?
Yes, 18 priors, 2 FTAs, 2025 and 2018, a criminal trespass open case out of Fulton County, and a simple battery and battery open case out of Fulton County. Currently on probation out of Clayton County for aggravated assault, 2 counts. On probation out of Fulton County for theft by shoplifting and simple battery from 2025.
Mhm.
And another battery and terroristic threats conviction from 2018.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is a $2,000 surety bond and to stay away from the Target location in Buckhead. On the incident date, the defendant was in Target and the loss prevention specialist saw on camera that Miss Larry stole batteries and floor cleaner. When officers arrived and was asking for her identification information, she purposely gave the wrong information. So given her history and what has happened, that is the reason for the state's recommendation.
Okay. Ms. Bader?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Larry is 34 years old. It's my understanding that she's been in Georgia for 14 years and graduated college. She has a good address. She lives with her mother and she does have children. She does deny these allegations, and we're asking for the lowest possible reasonable bond. It's my understanding she also has an open matter with attorney Paul Bartels.
2 cases.
Okay. With attorney Bartels from my office, and he would like this case to track with her course with him.
At the 11 a.m. calendar?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. On the willful obstruction, that's going to be 500. And on the theft by shoplifting, it's going to be 750. Her total bond is going to be 1,250. It is a surety bond. Her next court date is, I don't know if May 8th is not, it's not May 8th, it's May 7th. Is that May 7th? Ms. Strong, how does that calendar look?
I'm sorry, what day, Judge?
May 7th, next Thursday at 11 a.m.
1 second. She can be added to that calendar.
Okay.
She can
Um,
be added to that calendar.
Thank you. Miss Larry's case is going to be reset to May 7th at 11 a.m. And we will address this case, 26 CR 2768Y. In addition to that, we will address 25 CR 004 777Y and 26 CR 001. I may have missed a number. She has another case. I missed a number. I think it may be, I'm sorry. She has two other open cases that I can see on Fulton County, and the other one is 1346Y, 26 CR 001346Y. She's not to be in possession of any weapons, no alcoholic beverages, no illegal drugs, and she's to stay away from the Target in Buckhead, Georgia, as well as all Target stores in Fulton County. Thank you.
All right, that's got 22, Miss McDuffy.
Amira McDuffie's case is 26 CR 2769E, accused of criminal trespass and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer from May 1st of this year. Ms. McDuffie, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Bader. Any priors?
No, this appears to be her first arrest.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Bickerstaff, is there a consent order?
There's not a consent order, but I'm sure defense would object to a 1,000 signature on bond, $500 for each charge, Your Honor. Just briefly, this incident happened at the Lost Dog Tavern, where the officer noted in the warrant that Ms. Duffy was trying to sneak someone into the bar, and when asked for her ID to ensure like she was the person who was supposed to be in the bar, she pushed past officers. Then she was repeatedly asked to leave the bar, but she refused. Officers eventually were trying to arrest her, where she resisted arrest. So that is the reason for the state's recommendation.
Okay. Ms. Bader, any objection to signature bond, report level 1, and stay away?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Bond is going to be set as follows, is going to be 750 on each count. This is going to be a 1,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. How old is Miss McDuffie?
She is
20
19.
19, okay. Level 1, which means she reports once a month. She's to stay 200 yards away from that establishment where she was arrested, and she's to have no further contact with the staff who works in that establishment. Next court date is going to be sent to her current address, so she'll need to make sure that she provides us with her current mailing address. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons, no firearms. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, number 30, Ms. Shrifer.
Michaela Schrecker. I'm sorry, is it Schrecker or Shrifer? Ms. Bader, is your client Shrifer or Schrecker?
A Shrifer, Your Honor.
Shrifer, okay. Ms. Shrifer has the following charges stemming from a traffic matter from April 30th of this year, case 26 CR 2779B. The charges are improper and erratic lane change, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, giving false information to an officer, and driving without a valid license. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
3 priors. Last arrest was from May of last year out of Maryland for fraud. That case was dismissed. And nothing further.
Ms. Ponder?
Hi, good afternoon, Your Honor. Again, just before I begin, I know every judge is different. Would the court like for me to give brief facts or just the state's recommendation?
In this particular case, I just need your recommendation. Do you have a driving history by any chance?
If I can just have one moment, Your Honor. If I'm not mistaken, Your Honor, when I did review this case and looked at her history, she did not appear to have an extensive driving history.
Uh-huh.
But I will be able to confirm that because I'm pulling that up now. She has a under 21 alcohol violation. This is out of state. That was back in 2023. She has a failure to appear, which caused her license to be suspended in 2025, August 2025. This was in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm sorry, it was in Maryland, Baltimore County. That's all that she has, Your Honor. The state's recommendation at this time is just a $200 signature bond on each, totaling $800 surety bond.
Ms. Bader? Oh, surety bond. Okay. Ms. Bader?
I'm sorry, signature bond. I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Bader, any objection?
If the recommendation is a signature bond, then there's no objection from the defense.
On the improper erratic lane change, that's going to be 250. The obstruction of a law enforcement officer is going to be 500. Giving false information to an officer is going to be 250. And driving without a valid license is going to be 1,000. This is going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. And this will be a 12-month monitoring where she reports to pretrial at least for 1 year. Conditions to the bond is to make sure that she does not operate a motor vehicle unless she has a valid driver's license, current insurance, adequate insurance, and current registration. Right? If she violates these conditions and she gets another ticket for a similar offense, then her $2,000 signature bond will be revoked. If she's a resident of Georgia now, she needs to provide us with a current address in Georgia. Otherwise, she needs to maintain her current residential address wherever she lives so we can send her summons. Her next court date will be sent to her current address. Thank you.
Next, we got 35, Ms. Thomas.
Jasmine Naquale Thomas is accused of reckless conduct, case 26 CR 2776E from April 30th of this year. You've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Ms. Bader. Any priors?
2 priors. Last arrest was for 2023 for battery. UJR jail was pretrial's recommendation.
All right, thank you. And Miss, I don't know whether it's going to be Miss Ponder or Miss Bickerstaff. Miss Ponder?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Her last name is Thomas.
Yes, Jasmine Naquale Thomas.
Okay, if I can just have one moment.
Sure. While you're looking, Miss Hutchison, the 2023 battery charge was dismissed, so she's not a pretrial candidate, right?
I'll double check to see if it was dismissed. I don't think I saw a disposition.
Okay.
She could be recommended for pretrial though.
Okay,
Just based off her history, her recommendation was the jail.
thank you.
Your Honor, are you aware if this was on for yesterday?
No, I'm sorry, not yesterday, it would have been Wednesday.
Wednesday, I'm sorry. If I can just have one moment. I'm
Was
trying
it
to-
reset and for what reason? Do you know if defects is involved in this case?
This is the case with the co-defendant, correct?
Was the gentleman also arrested?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
sorry, you all. This is my case. I apologize. It's so many of them. I'm trying to keep up. Yes, it's numbered differently on my list. I apologize, Your Honor.
Not a problem. So
yes.
this is the one involving Jasmine Thomas, and I believe someone called Emmanuel. I don't remember his last name.
Yes, it's the co-defendant is Emmanuel Clemens. So the state's recommendation for Ms. Thomas is a $5,000 surety bond, and to take a parenting course, as well as comply with any defects, recommendations or orders, if any exist. I was not able to pull that, but I wasn't sure, Your Honor. Just briefly, this case involved, it was where Ms. Thomas and the co-defendant in this case, Mr. Emmanuel Clemens, left their residential door open, which led to their autistic son, whose initials are IT, to leave the residence and travel outside on a busy road. Police were dispatched to a local gas station to where he was. So that is the reason for the state's recommendation.
All right, Ms. Bodere?
Yes, Your Honor. In terms of Ms. Thomas, she is 31 years old. She'll be 32 in a few days. She spent her whole life in Georgia. She has a good address on file, lives with her mother. Her mother and father are here and her friends. She is a high school graduate. Your Honor, as you heard, she doesn't have any FTAs or convictions. In terms of this particular case, it is definitely a triable case. It's my understanding that Ms. Thomas was in the restroom and looked for her son immediately. Obviously, she understands today is not her trial. We are asking for a signature bond in this case.
All right, thank you. The bond is going to be set at $2,500. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. She will report to pretrial services twice a month. She's to comply with any outstanding defects plans that may be in place as a result of this incident. Furthermore, while she reports to pretrial services twice a month, she is to undertake 4 parenting classes. Apparently, that's the magic number that is required in order to make sure she doesn't get charged for these classes. But she needs to take those courses and pass them with flying colors. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and no firearms. And I'm going to require her to do a mandatory drug and alcohol screen once a month with pretrial services, and which would be for the first 6 months. If she gets arrested again or she violates any of these conditions, her bond will be revoked. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Ms. McLeod. Yes.
Yes, I just wanted to bring to the court's attention that I represent Mr. Clemens, who's also arrested. He is dad for the same case.
Okay. Do I have him today, or are we going to have you all already addressed him?
No, Your Honor, he is
No,
on this gala.
Okay.
So I thought I'd mention it.
Is he there? Is that him?
No, this is number 17, Mr. Lighty.
Okay. All right, Ms. McLeod, we'll get to your client as soon as possible. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, position 17. I have Chapel Lighty III, accused of public drunk and criminal trespass. Case 26CR 2772A from April 30th of this year. He's been advised of his rights. His attorney is going to be remember Miss Kim, sorry. I was looking at the screen. Next, sorry about that. Okay. Yes, your attorney is seated right next to you. Okay, any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, I show a total of 32 cycles, multi-state offender. Last arrest was from November of 2025 for an FTA, another FTA from 2025, and also 2017. A theft by shoplifting conviction in 2025, a possession and use of drug-related objects and theft by shoplifting conviction 2024, a 2020 conviction for criminal trespass out of Washington, a disorderly conduct conviction from 2015 out of North Carolina, a 2022 conviction out of South Carolina for assault on a police officer, a 2024 conviction out of South Carolina for damage to property.
Oh, that's plenty. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation is a $1,000 signature bond, $500 on each charge to be a level 2 with
He's got 2 FTAs in 25. He doesn't qualify under the law.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, $1,000 surety bond, and then a $500 on each charge, and for Mr. Lighty to have random screenings with pretrial. And just briefly, Your Honor, this happened at the 5 Points train station. This is where he appeared to be intoxicated. He actually had a box of alcohol in his hands and he was uttering that he was drunk. He also had a permanent ban with all MARTA stations, so he wasn't supposed to be at the train station.
Okay. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lighty is 40 years old and he has been residentially challenged for the last 3 years. And Your Honor, we would like to request for the lowest possible bond, maybe $10 cash bond. He does have 3 minor children. After getting GED 2007, he went to Army from 2008 to 2009. And because of a disability, he had to be discharged. We asked for signature on bond. I don't know, actually. We understand he's not qualified to get a signature on bond because of FDA. So we asked for maximum $10 cash bond, even that he may not be able to pay.
Okay. On the public drunk matter is going to be a $20 cash bond. On the criminal trespass, that's going to be a $30 cash bond. This is going to be a $50 cash bond to stay away from all MARTA property in accordance with his permanent ban. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, no weapons, and no firearms. His next court date is going to be May 14th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Number 5, Mr. Clayton, we next.
I'm sorry, what was the last name?
Clayton, number 5.
Clayton. Okay, thank you. That's my case.
We have State versus Michael Clayton, accused of driving while license suspended or revoked, suspended registration, and giving false information to an officer from April 30th of this year. Case number is 26 CR 2786C. Mr. Clayton, you've been advised of your rights. Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, 32 cycles, multi-state offender, FTAs 2021, 2022, and 2024, DUI conviction 2024, driving without a valid license conviction 2021, identity theft conviction 2013, that was out of Illinois, and then delivering of controlled substance, both out of Illinois, 2005 and 2004. And nothing further. You're welcome.
Ms. Ponder?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's recommendation, due to the fact of the defendant's history, the state's recommendation is a $1,500 signature bond. I'm sorry, surety bond. That'll be $500 for each count, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Mr. Clayton has been here in Georgia ever since 2020, about years, and he does have 2 minor children that he has to take care of. After getting GED, he was studying for welding. He used to work at Walmart part-time, but because of his arrest, he has not been able to keep that job. And also from last year, he has been residentially challenged as well. He has a hold at Cobb County. We asked for the lowest possible bond and then be released to Cobb County. So maximum maybe $5 for each. Your Honor, he did have a restricted permit, Your Honor.
A restricted permit, what do you mean?
To drive. Only for medical work and then, yeah.
I'm sorry, what now?
He was arrested for no license, but he says that he actually had a permit to drive. That's
What kind of permit? That's what I'm trying to find out. Are we talking about a limited driving permit issued by an ALS hearing or a post DUI conviction restricted limited permit? Or are we talking about a limited permit as a provisional license where he needs a licensed driver next to him in the car? You keep nodding your head to all of them, so I'm curious to know which one.
After DUI, he got the limited restricted permit to drive only for work, medical reasons, and school and court and things like that.
I Well, first, the allegations that he provided a false name, Kenneth Cowley, and there is a probation hold from Cobb County.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing anything about a permit in these warrants. Suspended. Okay. Without a valid Georgia license plate. It had no valid insurance nor registration. License was suspended on November 25th, 2021. So I'm not certain where he's getting the permit from. 2021 is quite a few years. The permit would have lapsed by then. So if he has one, I'm sure you'll be able to produce that to you. But in the meantime, on the driving while license suspended or revoked, that's going to be 1,250. The suspended registration is going to be 250, and giving false information to an officer is 750. This is a $2,000 surety bond. He is, if he has a limited permit, he cannot drive. He's only allowed to drive if he has a valid driver's license, current registration, and adequate insurance for the vehicle that he operates. Next court date is May 14th. Thank you. Okay, who do we have, Deputy, please?
Oh, I'm sorry, number 6, Mr. Clemens.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Emmanuel.
Before we proceed, I just want to put on the record that that amount is 2,250.
Did I one?
I thought you said 1,250.
Sorry. Let's change the giving false information to 500. Sorry, my bad.
Thank you.
My math. Okay, sorry about that. So going back to Emmanuel Clemens, who is the co-defendant with the case we previously addressed with Jasmine Thomas. Mr. Clemens is accused of reckless conduct as well, April 30th, 2026. Case number is 26CR2765D. Mr. Clemens has been advised of his rights. His attorney is Ms. McLeod. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
2 cycles. Last arrest was from 2014 out of Cobb for identity fraud, and that was a first offender.
All right, thank you. Mr. Clemens, your bond is going to be set at 2,500. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. You are also to undertake 4 parenting classes with pretrial while you report to the services. All parenting classes must be completed within 180 days from today. You will be also subject to a mandatory drug and alcohol screen once a month by pretrial services. And you are to comply with all requirements issued by the DFACs if they are involved in this particular case. Your next court date will be sent to your current mailing address. And no, you're not to consume any alcoholic beverages. You're not to consume any illegal drugs. Not allowed to own or possess any firearms. Thank you. Next case.
Add on 1, Mr. Mattis. Let's see. Scrutiny.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hello. Okay. Sebastian Mattis is accused of terroristic threats and acts. His case number is 26CR2787D from April 30th of this year. Mr. Mattis has been advised of his rights. Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, I show a total of 18 cycles. Last arrest was from October of 2025 for purchase, possession, manufacture, distribution, or sale of marijuana. possession of a Schedule II controlled substance and drugs not in an original container. That appears to be an open pretrial case, so we're going to surrender that bond. Has another open felony case for possession of a firearm, possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, possession of marijuana, drugs not in an original container. Has 4 FTAs, 2019, 2018, and 2 in 2017.
Okay,
And that's good.
that's good. Thank you. Ms. Ponder?
Your Honor, I know this case is a little different than just a traffic violation, so I will give the court just a brief facts. On April the 30th, 2026, officers responded to a fight in progress. Officers spoke with the witness at the time who reported that the defendant entered the business angry and threatened to excuse my language, air this bitch out if he did not find the responsible tow truck driver. It appeared that he continued to allegedly harass employees and the tow truck driver. Officers did see video which corroborated their story. Just based on the fact that the defendant has several open cases, one being a firearm that involves a firearm, and he has multiple FTAs. The states believe that $1,000 cash bond, stay away from the location, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons is appropriate.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Mattis is 29 years young. And Your Honor, he does have a good local address. And actually, she was looking for the truck driver who hit his brother last Saturday in front of his eyes. His own brother was actually hit by the car and killed by the car, and the car truck driver hit and run. So he was looking for the the driver who was actually killing his brother. And it's a really, really sad story. And he does have 2 minor children that he is currently residing with. After graduating from high school, he did get CDL, commercial driver's license, and he does transport trash at this point, gainfully employed, Your Honor. He's currently residing with his mother. They are very grieving, and we would like to request for a signature on bond. And we understand that because of previous FTA, he may not be qualified for a signature on bond. We ask for the lowest possible bond, like maybe $1,000 surety bond, Your Honor. He was actually, this was kind of like, they kind of missed out very, very important part before they wrote this warrant. His brother was killed.
Oh, no, that's in the warrant. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. And my only question is, was there a police report from the traffic incident?
At this point, I do not have it yet, Your
Okay.
Honor. We'll definitely get it.
Understood.
Yes, Your Honor, there is
Okay, that's good. That's good. And I'm going to have you shut up right now because you've got open felony cases. And if you want to keep on talking, you're just going to jeopardize your situation in this case. Needless to say, I am very sorry for your brother's death. But if the allegations in this warrant are true, that's not how to approach that particular case. If you don't understand, I highly recommend you go speak to an attorney about how to approach a case arising from a traffic accident or a fatality where a fatality is involved. Okay? Just to let you know, I'm not sure how much is issued in your pretrial bond, but that's being surrendered because of this arrest. So I think it may be a UJR. I think it may be a monetary amount. I do not know. But because of this arrest, you may have jeopardized your signature bond in your felony case. But in the meantime, your bond on this case is going to be $1,000. It is going to be a surety bond because unfortunately, you do have open felony cases. You are to stay 500 yards away from the business located at 180. Are you listening?
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
Maybe I should just write it down and be done with it.
Oh, Your Honor, I'm listening to you. You have my undivided attention.
You're to stay away from the tow truck business at 180 Harriet Street, Southeast Atlanta, and have no further contact with James Cassius, as well as all the other staff who work at that facility. And 500 yards is the length of 5 football fields. So please make sure you measure that distance. Thank you. Next court date is May 14.
All right, number 2, Mr. Bible's next.
Mattis and Clayton.
2 on the add-on or,
2 on the regular.
okay. Brent Bible, are you Mr. Bible?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing, Your Honor?
Okay. Fine, thank you. Mr. Bible is accused of battery family violence from September 28th of last year. Case 26 CR 2773G. Mr. Bible, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Ms. Bader. Any priors?
3 cycles. Last arrest was from Muskogee County. Looks like April this month for a probation violation. The underlying charge was a misdemeanor, no license,
Mhm.
and nothing further.
Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is a $3,000 surety bond to have no further contact with Martavius, that's Martavious Meadows,
Mhm.
and to stay away from the incident location. Your Honor, just briefly, this was an argument that happened between the two parties. And while having this verbal dispute, the defendant threw an object at the victim's head, causing an open laceration. The victim said that the defendant had been drinking that day. He also told officers that they were living together at the time of the incident. The state was unable to speak to Mr. Meadows before court today. So that is why the state is recommending a no further contact until we get contact with Mr. Meadows. So I would like to sound for him, even though I don't believe he's on the call. But Mr. Meadows, yeah, he's not on the call. So that's the state's recommendation.
All right. Martavius Meadows, if you're on Zoom, please unmute and start your video. I've got a bunch of people with no names on their Zoom panel, so no idea. Ms. Bader, with regards to this particular, I can't recall. I tried to write down all this information, but I just want to make sure that does your client still live at that location?
No, Your Honor, this is a September 2025
Okay,
warrant.
so it was at 73 Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard. So he doesn't live there anymore?
My client does not live there.
Excuse me. This is Mr. Meadows.
Well, certainly took your time. Could you please unmute and start your video? All right. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? What's your name, please?
Yes. Martavius Meadows.
And where do you live, Mr. Meadows?
I'm currently in Columbus, Georgia, right now.
Do you live at 73 Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard?
No, ma'am.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Thank you. Oh,
I
by the
have
way, do you wish to have contact with Mr. Bible?
we still together. We still together, and
Y'all live together?
yes, we still together.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, Miss Bader, the bond is going to be set at 2,500. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. He's to have no further violent contact with Martavius Meadows, which means that he cannot engage in any physical or verbal altercation that may get the police involved again. He's to complete 6 anger awareness classes at a minimum rate of once a month. No illegal drugs, no weapons, no firearms, and no illegal drugs. His next court date will be sent to his current mailing address. Thank you.
How much is
Thank
that?
you.
2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1.
It's a signature bond.
All right, next we're going to 23, Mr. Morell.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hello, Deputy Milton.
Be ready whenever you
And-
are.
I'm sorry, if I can interrupt, I think Sergeant Glanton's trying to call me. He thought I was done with the people in courtroom 2, but I'm not finished yet. So I think
Okay.
there's,
Go ahead, take the call. Here,
All
Ms.
right.
Beck, go ahead, take the call.
I'm so sorry, Deputy. Could you tell me which case are we addressing?
23, Mr. Morell.
Thank you. Deputy Milton, I'll be with you shortly. Montario Lamont Morell, Morrall, is accused of criminal trespass from April 29th of this year, 26 CR 2751H. Mr. Morell, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is it Miss Kim or Miss Kim?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any priors, Miss Hutchison?
Yes, 32 priors. The last arrest was March of this year out of DeKalb for criminal trespass. That is a current probation. Outside of that probation, he has counted at least 11 other criminal trespass convictions. 2 public convictions from 2025.
I'm sorry, two public.
Public indecency.
Oh, we call them PI. So
Oh.
thank you.
Sorry.
All right, that's okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation in this case is $100 cash bond. Just briefly, on April 29th, Mr. Morell was at the MARTA station, MARTA East Point train station, where he has a permanent ban to stay away.
Thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Morell is 49 years old. He was actually born in South Carolina, and he came to Georgia about 6 years ago. And he told me that he has been residentially challenged for more than 10 years, Your Honor. He has no job, and I strongly recommend him to be reset for competency calendar on Thursday, 11 a.m. And we would like to request for the lowest possible bond. $780 is already set by the judge at the magistrate court, and I believe he cannot even pay for $1 bond. Thank you.
Thank you. Bond is going to be set at $25. This is a cash bond to stay away from all MARTA property. Next court date is going to be May 8th at 11 a.m. And he'll need a social worker visit in order to address MH and housing issues. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, 33, Ms. Skutiaryi. Materi.
Repeat the position number again.
33.
33. Okay. All right.
Is his first name David?
Yes,
Okay,
according to the calendar.
that's my case.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Mr. David Skutiaryi is accused of theft by taking from February 4th of this year. Case number is 26 CR 2780C. You've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Ms. Mr. Hutchison?
Yes, 16 priors, multi-state offender, last arrest November of 2025 out of Cobb for theft by shoplifting, a 2020 conviction out of Michigan for assault, a 2014 conviction out of Michigan for possession of a controlled substance, 2016 conviction out of Florida for resisting officer, and then a 2016 conviction out of Florida for petty theft, and nothing further.
Ms. Ponder?
Your Honor, the state's recommendations on $1,000 surety, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons.
And do you have a stay away or no contact in this provision?
It'll be no violent contact. The victim in the case is mom. It's his mother.
Patricia Bono or some, was that the name?
The name. Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Is there a Patricia Bono on Zoom who'd like to address the court? All right, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. My client, Mr. Skutiaryi, is 37 years old, and he has been here in Georgia all his life, Your Honor. Indeed, his mother is here at the jail, Rice Street, trying to pay for the bond, but I guess the bond has not been processed yet. And my client wants to have a signature on bond, so that way he does not have any bonds right now. And Your Honor, he does have 3 minor children. After getting GED, he has been trained as a skilled machinist, and he's been working for that job long time. However, he recently lost his job. So last 6 months, he has been residentially challenged. We ask for a signature on bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
So, anybody else? All
right. Bond is going to be, I'm trying to figure out how much was allegedly taken. I think it was an Apple Pay card, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it was also, from what I read in the report, Your Honor, it was an iPhone 16 and an Apple Pay card. I believe he sold the phone for $90 and she purchased the phone approximately $600. But I didn't see anything regarding the Apple Pay card or the
Okay.
amount.
Bond is going to be set at 1,000. It is a surety bond. No further violent contact with Patricia Bona. And next court date is May 14th. Thank you.
Next is position 24, Miss Ogus. This is Attorney McLeod's client.
You said 24?
24.
Okay. All right, this is an announcement with the folks at ACDC. Good afternoon. My name is Judge Lal, and we are going to be addressing your misdemeanor matters. You all were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail. Your cases have now been formally accused. When we address each of your cases, please remember you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. And again, I remind everyone that once you have completed your case, if you are released from the Fulton County Jail, please make sure you get a copy of your bond order either from the jail or you obtain a copy of the bond order from the state court clerk's office. All right, there is no excuse to say once you leave the jail that you don't know what your bond conditions are. Miss Rebecca Diane Ogus is accused of battery, family violence from April 28th, 2026. Her case number is 26 CR 2749Y. Any priors, Miss Hutchison?
3 priors. Last arrest was from 2010 for a probation violation. And nothing further.
Miss Ponder or Miss Bickerstaff?
Yes, I think this was on Wednesday's calendar. I'm just trying to find the case. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Anna.
No problem.
For this is a battery family violence for Miss Ogus. The state's recommendation was a dual arrest. The state's recommendation in this case is a $2,000 surety bond and to have no further contact with the co-defendant, whose name is Broomhead Howard. This incident happened in East Point, where officers arrived at the location because the two subjects were fighting. The officer observed visible scratches on both of the parties, and so hence the dual arrest. So that is the reason for the state's recommendation.
Thank you. Miss McLeod?
Yes, Joanna, I am asking for signature bond for my client. She's 41 years old. Based on what she tells me, Your Honor, neither she nor the other person who was arrested called the police. She tells me her neighbor is a police officer and heard them arguing and took it upon him or herself, the police officer, to call the police. The cross defendant does not live with her or anything like that. My client has no criminal history to speak of, Your Honor. And any that she has is very, very old. So I do believe she qualifies for a signature bond, and I am requesting that on her behalf.
All right, thank you. On the battery family violence, that's going to be a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. She is to have no further contact with,
Howard Broomhead.
Okay, first name is Howard, right?
Yes, first name is
Okay.
Howard.
Howard Broomhead. She may return to the 1147 Washington location in East Point if she lives there and if she's on the lease. No illegal.
Your Honor, he does not. They don't live together.
But that's her property?
Yes,
That's
that's
her
where she
residence?
lives.
Okay.
That is correct. He has a separate address.
Okay. So she's to stay 200 yards away from him and not communicate with him in any way, form, or manner. Within 30 days, she will complete 12 anger awareness classes, and I'll need her to do the classes at least at a minimum rate of once a month. She will be subject to pretrial supervision for 12 months. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and firearms. Thank you.
I'm sorry, how much is that
Thank you,
bond?
Your Honor.
Bond is set at 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2.
All right, next we got 25, Mr. Patterson.
Okay. Deween or Divine Patterson. Mr. Patterson is accused of criminal trespass from April 29th of this year. Case number is 26 CR 2748D. Mr. Patterson, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors?
2 prior. Last arrest was from 2020 for DUI. And nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation in this case is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services and to stay away from the Chevron located at 1337 Virginia Avenue in East Point. Just briefly, I'm trying to.
I've read the warrant. Anything else?
Okay. No, that's all from the state then.
Okay. Any objection to the stay away, Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. I do object to the stay away based on what my client tells me, based on my reading of the warrant. He tells me that somewhere he is gone, and I believe the warrant itself said that one of the people who worked there described him as irregular. And there's no real reason why he should not be able to go back to this location based on what I read in the warrant. It just sounds like police officer overreach to me, Your Honor. So I would object to that. But of course, if that is what the court orders, then my client will comply with that.
It's a private business. They can have whoever they want on the property. They can kick out anyone they want to kick out for the property. That's
I
not up
understand,
to,
Your Honor.
that's not up to the licensee, it's up to the holder. So anyways, Mr. Patterson, your bond is set at $1,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. You will be required to stay 200 yards away from the Chevron gas station at 1337 Virginia Avenue in East Point. This will include the sidewalks across the street, the parking lots, the entire outdoor of the gas station and within the gas station. And you have to stay away from that property until this case is resolved. Your next court date will be sent to your current address. Thank you.
Next is position 37, Ms. Weinheinrich.
Okay, this is Valley Weinheindrich, accused of 2 counts of disorderly conduct, willful obstruction of an officer, and criminal trespass from April 28th of this year, case 26 CR 2707J. Any priors?
Yes. She has a open simple assault and battery 25 CR 00211J. A open battery 22 CR 008312J. And a open theft by taken 24 CR 00554J. A 2014 reckless conduct conviction. And nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation in this case is a $4,000 surety bond. It is $1,000 on each of the charges. Your Honor, the state did get an opportunity to speak to the victims in this case, Tristan Buchanan and Julia Johnson. Both of the victims confirmed the events listed in the warrant. Specifically, Mr. Buchanan stated that he lives and works at this at the incident location, which is the Flats at Atlantic Station. He stated that he just wants to ensure that the defendant does not make any contact where he resides. As for Julian Johnson, Mr. Johnson, I'm sorry. He stated that he filed an eviction on the defendant that morning in hopes of beginning the process of her not having any contact at that location. So that is the state's recommendation for this case. I would like to sound for Mr. Buchanan and Mr. Johnson if they're on the Zoom call.
All right. Sorry, that was Tristan Buchanan, and what was the other name?
Julian Johnson.
Okay. Julian Johnson, Mr. Buchanan, if you want to chime in, start your video and unmute. All right, no one. Miss McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. Based on my conversations with my client, also with her mom, I am asking for a social worker visit for my client because she may need some kind of housing.
Anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, I think maybe an evaluation may be appropriate and the 11 a.m. calendar.
Okay, thank you. On each count, it's going
Thank
to
you, Your Honor.
thank you. On each count, it's going to be 2,000. This is an $8,000 surety bond. Next court date is going to be May 8th at 11 a.m. No further contact with Julian Johnson, no further contact with Tristan Buchanan, and stay away from the entire Atlantic Station area, including the apartment complex referred to as the flats. Next court date is going to be May 8th. And Miss Strong, we're going to further notice this to May 8th along with the 3 other cases. Do you want me to read them off?
No, ma'am, I have them.
Okay, those were 3 open cases.
Okay,
Thank you.
I have them. Thank you.
Thank you. Next case, please.
Number 12, Mr. Freeman.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my
Good
business
afternoon, Your
report for
Honor.
today. Goods.
All right, I'm so sorry. I have got a bunch of good afternoons. Miss McLeod, have you concluded your cases?
I have, Your Honor. May I be
Uh,
excused?
All right, thank you. You are excused. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Good
Thank you.
afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon, Miss Lucia. I'm so sorry. Yes, you are here for a Spanish interpreter case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Let me see where we are right now, and then we will proceed accordingly. Please hold. Courtroom 2,
Yes,
I
Your Honor.
beg your pardon. Could you give me the case number again?
Number 12, Mr. Freeman.
Okay, thank you. This is State versus Gary Freeman, accused of reckless conduct from April 30th of this year, case 26 CR 2771A. Mr. Freeman has been advised of his rights. Any priors, Miss Hutchison?
No, first arrest, UJR jail's pretrial recommendation.
Okay, thank you. And Miss Bickerstaff?
Yes, the state's recommendation is a $3,000 cash bond in this case. On the day of the incident, the officers reviewed a video that showed the defendant firing a gun down a roadway. A Miss Sharif Hill was present. The parties were having an argument at the time where the defendant took out his gun. Although he did not point the gun at Miss Hill, he shot the gun in her direction, but pointed towards a roadway. Given where this could have led to, the state, that is the reason for the state's $3,000 cash bond recommendation. Also, to have no further contact with Miss Hill, as well as no weapons, no alcohol, or no drugs. I would like to sound for Miss Hill if she is on the Zoom call. Miss Hill? Doesn't appear that she is. But that is all for the state at this time.
All right. Miss Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is 28 years old, Your Honor. Apparently complaining witness. They were dating. However, now he is not going to be dating her anymore. They don't live together. They don't have child together. So he has no objection about no contact. Apparently, the incident location is my client's apartment complex area. So I want to make sure that he can go back to his apartment, and complaining witness does not reside there, Your Honor. 2016, he graduated from high school, and then after that, he went to Atlanta Tech for emergency medical technical license. And ever since then, he has been working at DeKalb County Fire Station, Your Honor. We asked for signature on bond, considering the fact that this is his first arrest, and Your Honor, if you will, argue for self-defense. Thank you,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
thank you. Bond is set at 3,500. It is a surety bond. No contact with Sharifia, I think it's Dominique or middle initials D, Hill. He may return to his home, but until this case is resolved, he is to surrender all firearms to the local police authorities, and he's not allowed to own or possess any firearms. His next court date is going to be May 14th. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Thank you.
Your Honor, can he have a 10% sheriff's program? This is his first arrest, Your Honor.
Oh, yes. I'll allow a 10% program, so he can pay the $350 to the sheriff's office. He will be subject to pretrial supervision for a minimum period of 12 months, and this will be twice a month. And when he reports to his first pretrial meeting, he will show proof that he has surrendered the Glock to the police authorities, because they are supposed to give him a piece of paper showing proof of surrender. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Ms. Strong, this will be a 12-month monitoring, twice a month.
Yes, we go to number 10, Mr. Flores Hernandez.
Adolfo Flores Hernandez, is this the case requiring a Spanish interpreter? Ms. Pater? Ms. Lucia?
Your Honor.
If you please raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear the translation you provide will be true and accurate without any changes or embellishments?
I do.
Thank you. This is State versus Adolfo Flores Hernandez, accused of hit and run and failure to maintain lane from April 26 of this year.
Este es el caso del estado en contra del señor Adolfo Flores Hernández por las acusaciones de golpear y darse a la huida y de no mantener el carril. Hubo una ofensa que ocurrió el 26 de abril de este año.
His case number is 26CR2756J.
Su número de caso es el 26CR002756J.
You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you.
Tiene usted el derecho de permanecer en silencio. Cualquier cosa que usted diga puede ser y será usada en contra suya. También tiene el derecho a tener un abogado. Y un abogado se le ha prestado, se le está dando los servicios de un abogado el día de hoy.
Any prior history on Mr. Flores Hernandez? Ms. Hutchison? Oh, just one second. Miss Lucia, we couldn't hear you. Oh, no, your audio went out. It's just coming in and out. No, it's very odd.
Okay, give me just 1 second, Your Honor. Let me change speakers.
Okay, that worked just now perfectly.
Okay, is this better?
Yes. I
Okay,
was saying, any prior history, Miss Hutchison?
Y la juez pregunta si tiene antecedentes usted.
No, ninguno.
One prior from 2024 from Customs and Border Protection out of Arizona for alien inadmissibility.
Tiene un antecedente anterior en el 2024 en Arizona del Departamento de Aduanas por ingreso sin permiso.
All right, Miss Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation on the hit and run, $1,500 surety and a $500 surety bond, total $2,000.
En cuanto a la fiscalía, la recomendación de ellos en la acusación de golpear y darse a la fuga es un bono asegurado por $1,500 y otro segundo bono de fianza asegurado por $500 por un total de $2,000.
Ms. Barnett?
Your Honor, Mr. Flores Hernandez is 26 years old. Oh, you didn't hear that?
You can go ahead. That's okay. You can go ahead.
Oh,
I'll take
okay.
notes.
Okay. He's been in Georgia for 10 years and has a sister who lives here as well.
Su abogada defensora indica a la juez que el señor Flores Hernández tiene 26 años de edad, vive 10 años en el estado de Georgia y tiene una hermana que vive aquí también.
He is gainfully employed, working for a brake company.
¿Trabaja para una compañía de frenos?
As you heard, he doesn't really have a criminal history, and it's my understanding that, I mean, his vehicle was still on the scene and he did actually turn himself in.
Como usted escuchó, su señoría, él no tiene ningún historial básicamente criminal y el vehículo estaba todavía en el lugar del incidente y cuando él se entregó.
Considering all of this, we are asking for a signature bond in this case.
Y considerando todo eso, lo que su abogada defensora pide es un bono de fianza únicamente con su firma.
So he has a valid residential address here in Fulton County, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
La juez pregunta si es que usted tiene una dirección válida aquí en el condado de Fulton. Su abogada le indica que sí, que eso es correcto.
For the hit and run will be $2,000. For the failure to maintain lane is $1,000. This is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2.
El fallo de la juez es por la acusación de golpear y darse a la fuga, un bono de fianza bajo su firma únicamente de $2,000. Por la otra acusación es $1,000 con un total de un bono de fianza de $3,000 únicamente bajo su firma por medio de la oficina anterior a los juicios nivel número 2.
He will report to pretrial services twice a month.
Tiene que reportarse con esa oficina de servicios anteriores al juicio 2 veces al mes.
He is not to operate any motor vehicle unless he has a valid Class C Georgia driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration.
No puede manejar ningún tipo de vehículo en Georgia, a menos que tenga una licencia de conducir clase C válida, que tenga aseguranza y registración del vehículo.
He's also not to consume any alcoholic beverages, and he will be subject to a mandatory alcohol screen once a month with pretrial.
Tampoco puede consumir ninguna bebida alcohólica y va a ser obligado a una prueba de alcohol mensual por medio de la oficina anterior a los juicios.
If he violates these conditions or if he's arrested again, he will lose the signature bond and be back in jail.
Si es que usted viola alguna de las condiciones, si es que usted no sigue las condiciones que se le da para este bono de fianza, o si es arrestado nuevamente, este bono bajo su firma se le quitará y va a volver a ser arrestado por este caso, por estas 2 acusaciones.
Thank you.
Muchas
Thank you.
gracias, eso es todo.
Next case, please.
Number 8, Mr. Dennis.
And Your Honor, if that is all my business with the court, may I please be excused?
Let me just confirm that. Deputy at ACDC and in courtroom 2 or attorneys, do any of your other cases require the services of Spanish interpretation?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Courtroom 2?
No.
No. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Lucia. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
You as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. We have Quinton Dennis accused of misdemeanor possession of marijuana, failure to obey a traffic signal or light, and expired or no license on person. This is from April 30th of this year, case 26 CR 2767B. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, 20 cycles, Last arrest was from July 2025 for criminal damage to property. That is an open case out of Fulton County. 3 FTAs, 2010, 2019, and 2023. A theft by taking conviction in 2023. A theft by receiving stolen property and willful obstruction conviction in 2023. A 2019 willful obstruction conviction. A 2015 Texas assault conviction.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yes, Your Honor. Because these are more so traffic violations, except for the marijuana possession, the state's recommendation is $1,000 surety bond, $250 on the possession of marijuana, a $500 for the failure to obey traffic sign, and $250 for no license on person, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Barder, you know your client doesn't qualify for a signature bond. Any objection to what the state's asking for?
No, Your Honor.
And that was a total of 1,000, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to give different numbers. Count 1, the marijuana is $100 surety. Count 2 is a $400 surety, and expired or no license is a $600 surety. That's $1,000 surety. No driving unless he has a valid current driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration. And he's not allowed to consume any illegal drugs. Thank you. Next court date is May 14th.
Judge, can you get a breakdown one more time?
Sure. 100, 400, 600.
Next is position 3, Miss Blackman.
Okay. Ms. Strong, did you get it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Tiffany Blackman, ACDC, okay, is accused of simple assault family violence from April 28th of this year, case 26 CR 2761D. Ms. Hutchison?
12 cycles. Currently has an open case through pretrial services for simple battery, 25 CR 005769D. We are going to surrender that bond. FTAs 2025 and 2021, and a disorderly conduct conviction from 2016, and nothing further.
Miss Ponder? Oh, Bickerstaff? Miss
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, that'll be me, Your Honor.
Okay.
The state's recommendation is a $3,500 surety bond. No further contact with the victim and to stay away.
Could you give me the name of the victim? I'm sorry, I tried to scribble them, but I can't read my writing.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. I have Muhammad Abdul Mumin, Mumin.
Right. Mr. Mumin, if you're on Zoom and you want to address the court, please unmute and start your video. Muhammad Abdul Mumin? No? Okay. Ms. Bader?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Blackman is 50 years old. She's been in Georgia all her life. She and her boyfriend do reside together, but she also has alternative housing if required at her brother's house, but she would need to return to the address to retrieve her belongings. It's my understanding that he would like contact. I'm not sure if the state's had any contact with him. So we would just like to know that we would prefer contact. She would prefer to return to the residence. And Your Honor, if she doesn't qualify for a signature bond, we'd be asking for the lowest possible bond. Thank you.
Her other open case involves the same victim, where she was required to have no further violent contact with him. And now we are back. When was that order issued? It was issued in September of 22nd. So in less than 1 year, we're back with a new case involving the same individual. Unfortunately, her $1,000 signature bond from that older case is revoked. So now she would have to pay the bond in that case. In the new case, her bond is going to be $1,500, and this is going to be a surety bond. Her total bond obligation for both cases is $2,500 surety bond. She is to have no further contact, which means that she cannot have any contact with Mr. Mohammed Abdul Mumin, and she's to stay away from the incident location. She's allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer in order to retrieve her belongings, but that visit cannot exceed 1 hour. We're going to reset this case to May 14th, along with the other case, 25 CR 005769D. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
All right, let's get number 18, Mr. Malone.
Antonio Malone is accused of simple battery and simple assault, both in a family violence context from April 30th of this year, 26 CR 2784J. Mr. Malone, you've been advised of your rights. Ms. Hutchison, any priors?
56 priors. Last arrest March of this year for failure to appear in attempt violation of the city of Atlanta. That's an open case. Another FTA from 2025. A cruelty in a third and battery family violence conviction 2010. And a battery family violence conviction from 2004. Forgery from 2017 out of Florida. And nothing further.
Ms. Bickerstaff?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation in this case is a $5,000 surety bond to have no further contact with Miss Kimberly Lovelace, no alcohols, weapons, or drugs while out on bond, Your Honor. And if Miss Lovelace is still at the residence, I asked for a one-time escort for Mr. Malone to gather his belongings. I just want to say just briefly, Your Honor, this on the incident day, the defendant slapped Miss Malone. He then tried to hit her with a bat. He then threw an iron at her, which hit her in the back. And this was witnessed by another party at the incident location. Miss Lovelace, I believe, is on Zoom. We did have an opportunity to speak with her, but I believe she's on the Zoom. And so I would like to sound for her to see if she has anything that she would like to address the court with.
Kimberly Lovelace, if you're on the Zoom session, and I do see your name there, if you want to chime in with your video and or Miss
Yes, I'm
Champion.
here. I'm here. How you doing, Judge?
Doing well, thank you. Please remove your hat. You're in a courtroom. All right. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
What would you like to tell us?
Yes, Antonio Malone, I don't want him to come near me. I'm fearful for my life. I do not want no dealings with him or his daughter, Teresia Malone. She came to my house once before the police got there to fight me, and she made Instagram posts. The police asked her to leave once, they got him in the car. They have it on body cam where she said she's gonna beat my, excuse my French, my ass. She's wrote all kind of posts on Instagram. I have those as well. He don't have anything at my mother house, 156 Evergreen Trail. He just pop in and out, do what he want, take things out the house. And I just don't want him nowhere near that house. He does not live there. He just pops up like he just been there only like 2 weeks before my brother passed, and now he's back, and it's always a fight or something going on when he's there between me, my sister, and before my brother passed. Him and my brother had got into it, and he made him leave, but now he's passed April the 8th.
Okay,
when my mama.
yeah, I got the picture. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Please mute your screen.
Thank you.
Miss Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Malone is 54 years old, and Your Honor, they live together, and my client claims that it is his place, so he want to go back to his place. However, I understand that he may have to just go there with a law enforcement officer to retrieve his personal belongings, Your Honor. After 12th grade, he went to college for business management. However, he couldn't complete for bachelor's degree. Right now, he is working as a self-owned employed business owner. He transports cars, and we would like to request for the lowest possible surety bond, $1,000 maximum, Your Honor. Thank you.
On the simple battery family violence is going to be 2,500. The simple assault family violence is going to be 1,500. This is a $4,000 surety bond. His next court date is going to be May 14th. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. He's to have, no, sir, I haven't released you. You are to have no further contact with Kimberly Lovelace, and you are to stay away from 156 Evergreen Trail in Atlanta, Georgia. If you believe that property to be yours, you can file the appropriate dispossessory action if you can establish that you are the property owner or that you have rights to the property in order to effectuate a dispossessory. Otherwise, you are to stay 200 yards away from her, and that would include anyone on your behalf. So if any family member or friend wishes to communicate with Ms. Lovelace on your behalf, that would be considered a violation of the no further contact. I am not going to allow you a one-time visit to that location. When this case is resolved, then perhaps a one-time visit may be appropriate. But at the present time, you're not allowed to return to that property. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, no weapons, and no firearms. Your next court date will be May 14th. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next is position 27, Ms. Ramsey.
I'm not sure how to pronounce your first name, so I'm going to go first name, it begins with a C. Last name, middle name is Michelle. Last name is Ramsey. And she is charged with simple battery, family violence, and 3 counts of striking an unattended vehicle from April 29th of 2026, case 26 CR 2766B. Ms. Ramsey has been advised of her rights. Any priors?
No, first arrest.
Okay. Ms. Ponder?
Your Honor, the state request is a signature bond on the simple battery and the 3 counts of striking an unattended vehicle. State's recommendation would be $2,000 surety bond, no further violent contact with the victim, and no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
How old is she's over 18, right?
Yes, Your Honor, she's 24 years old.
Okay. And the name of the victim?
The name of the victim, Your Honor, is, I think it's Lexi Takei.
Oh, okay.
Lexyteike.
Mr. K, if you want to chime in, this is the time to unmute and start your video.
Yes, I would like to just add that I'm not in fear of my life, and I would like her to come back to the residence. I would like her to come home. And the no further violence is what I would be asking for, as well as a signature bond.
Thank you.
On her behalf. Thank you.
On count 1, simple battery family violence is going to be 1,000. The unattended vehicle is going to be $250 each. This is going to be a 1,750 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No further violent contact with Lexi Teiki. She will complete 4 anger awareness classes, and her next court date will be sent to her current address. Thank you.
Thank you.
And next we have 34, Mr. Stevens.
Rontavius Decina Stevens is accused of battery, family violence, 1 count of battery, 1 count of simple battery, family violence, simple battery, and cruelty in the 3rd degree. That's a total of 5 misdemeanor charges stemming from a March 14th, 2026 incident under Accusation 26 CR 2781H. He's been advised of his rights. His attorney is Ms. Kim. Any priors?
4 cycles, Last arrest was from July of 2024 with Georgia Corrections. It said to give, obtain, procure prohibited item to inmate. There was no disposition, so that case appears to be open. There are no convictions listed and nothing further.
Ms. Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is requesting a $2,500 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons to stay away from the victim and third-party contact with the child.
And the victim's name?
The victim, Your Honor, is Courtney with a K, Peterson.
Courtney Peterson, if you want to chime in, this is the time to start your video and unmute.
Hey,
All right, please
I
unmute.
don't know if you can see.
No,
Can you see me?
no.
I'm not, do you see me now?
Are you driving?
Yes, I'm actually pulling in my apartment.
All right, remove her from Zoom, please. Thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. My client, Mr. Stephens, is 28 years young, and he was born and raised here in Georgia, Your Honor. He does want to have a no further violent contact, and I bet that a complaining witness is here to testify that she's not afraid of him. Your Honor, this incident happened more than 1.5 months ago, and they are still living together. They have one child together. Your Honor, we would like to request for a signature on bond through pretrial and also no further violent contact. And at this point, he does not have official employment. Because of that, he has no funds to pay for any bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
Is she back from? Have we let her back into the Zoom?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Peterson, if you can please
Yes, I'm
unmute.
part now. I'm part. I'm part. But yes, I'm not afraid for my life.
Raise your right hand, please.
Um,
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
What was the argument about?
I don't really recall because it wasn't really the argument was something petty and it just got overblown.
Overblown.
Yeah.
Who called the police?
The neighbor that was across from me as we was coming out the door here, the police, because where I stay is like multiple police. Let me step out. Where I stay is multiple.
I can't hear you at all.
Hold on. Hear me now? I'm sorry. Pretty much. So where I stay is like police is on every corner and every
I
apartment.
just asked who called the
Kind of
police.
easy for them to get right to me.
Mm.
So pretty much they was already patrolling and they heard the argument because I had my balcony door open. So that's how they came.
And were you speaking to the officer at that time?
Yes, when he came, yes, I was.
Okay. And did you tell the officer what happened?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, when I had talked to him, I just told him what happened. He pretty much recorded everything and reported. My mom was also at the had came also. So everything had pretty much got handled right then and there.
So whatever you said, that would have been put in.
Been together
Okay,
since
please
then.
stop. So whatever you told the, she's now talking to herself. Okay. All right. Miss Kim, did you want to add anything else?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
All right. So I take the opportunity to also read the warrants, and I also take note of what the alleged victim is saying before I try to make a determination of what should be a fair bond. Under these circumstances, I'm concerned at this point, based on the allegations of the warrant. On the battery charge, that's going to be 2,500. On the second count of battery, it's going to be 1,000. Simple battery family violence is going to be 1,000. Simple battery is going to be 1,000, and the cruelty is going to be 500. This is going to be a $6,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2, which means that Mr. Stevens will be reporting to pretrial services twice a month. Now, the conditions, Mr. Stevens, you'll have to comply with these conditions for at least until the final outcome in this case. And if you fail to do so, or if the the authorities find out that you are violating the conditions, this bond will be revoked and you will be back in jail with either a $6,000 surety bond or a cash bond. You shall have no further contact with Courtney Peterson. You shall stay away from 320, or is it 320 Fairburn Road in Southwest Atlanta, the entire apartment complex. If you wish to have any kind of parenting time with the child or children that you share with Ms. Peterson, you shall file a legitimation case and obtain a court order for a parenting plan. Conversely, Ms. Peterson can always counter for child support and family maintenance in the legitimation case. Within 30 days of being released, you will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program, and you will complete all 24 weeks of classes at your expense. You will be subject to pretrial monitoring for a minimum period of 12 months. If you violate the conditions or if you're arrested again, that will jeopardize your bond. Your next court date will be sent to your new mailing address since it cannot be the Fairburn Road location. So please make sure that you update the court with your new address within 30 days. Thank you.
Judge, what classes is he supposed to be taking?
Domestic violence, DVIP, enroll within 30 days. And this is a 12-month monitoring. Next case, ACDC.
Position 29, Ms. Rhines.
Brianna Rhines is accused of simple battery from April 28th of this year, 26 CR 002-777Y. Ms. Rhines, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Bader. Any priors?
No, first arrest.
Thank you. Ms. Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation is a $1,000 signature bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, stay away, and to have no contact with the named victim, Clinton Graham, common spelling.
Is there Clinton Graham on Zoom? Who would like to chime in? Any objection with the stay away, no contact, Ms. Bader?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Bond is set at 1,000. It is a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. She is to complete 4 anger awareness classes while on pretrial supervision and to be done within 180 days. No further contact with Clinton Graham. She's to stay 200 yards away from Mr. Graham and not communicate with him in any way, form, or manner, and to stay away from the incident location. Thank you.
All right, next we got 38, Mr. Whitey.
Mr. Jamal Whited Jr. is accused of 2 counts of simple battery family violence, 26 CR 2746E, from March 20th of this year. Any priors?
One moment, please. 6 cycles. Last arrest was out of Chambly from this month for resisting, obstructing, opposing law enforcement officer on duty. In possession of a schedule to control substance. That is an open case out of DeKalb, and then a hit and run conviction from 2018. And a 2019 conviction for forgery, sale of marijuana, and possession of a firearm by a first offender, probationer, or convicted felon.
All right, you said he has a recent arrest in this month. You meant in April of 2026?
I'm sorry, yes, April 2026.
All right, thank you. Ms. Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is signature bond through pretrial services, 2-day AA class, no further violent contact with the name victim Adriel Scott, Adreal, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was that total? 2,000?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, one moment. It'll be 2,000, 1,000 for each count.
Okay. All right, I'll accept the state's recommendation is a total 1,000 on each count for a total of a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. While he's on pretrial monitoring, he will complete 2 anger awareness classes. No violent contact with Andrea Scott, which means no physical and no verbal altercations that might get the authorities involved. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next is position 11, Ms. Frazier.
Marsha Frazier is accused of battery from October 17th of last year. Her case number is going to be 26 CR 002758H. Ms. Frazier has been advised of her rights. Any priors?
First arrest.
Thank you. Ms. Ponder or Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is a $1,000 signature bond, no further contact with the named victim, and to stay away. The named victim is Najlayah Ellison. That's Najlayah Ellison, Ellison.
If there's a Miss Ellison who wants to chime in, this is the time to unmute and start your video. All right, any objections, Ms. Bader?
No objection, and just for the court to be aware, she does graduate next week with a bachelor's in cybersecurity from Georgia State.
Well, congratulations, but she will be able to attend it as long as she complies with the conditions.
Certainly, thank you.
$1,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No further contact with Najlayah Ellison. Thank you.
All right, next we got number 7, Mr. Cruz.
Robert Cruz is accused of theft by receiving stolen property from April 29th of this year, 26 CR 2760F. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
34 priors. Last arrest was from, give me 1 second. Theft by shoplifting convictions, 2022, 2021, 2018, 2013. Theft by receiving stolen property conviction, 2005. A willful obstruction and forgery conviction, 2022. Aggravated assault conviction, 2008. Possession of cocaine, 2008. And the last arrest was from December of 2024. And nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yes, given the defendant's history for theft, the state's recommendation is a $2,000 surety bond. And to stay away from, well, no stay away, just no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Okay. Ms. Bader?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cruz is 50 years old. He's a Georgia resident and has been his whole life. He has a good address, which is the one on file. He also has 4 children. He works in construction. In terms of the bond, we would ask for the lowest bond possible. If a low, very low cash bond is possible, if he doesn't qualify for a signature bond, that's what we would ask for.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bond is set at 100 if it's a cash bond only. And once he posts his bond, he need to be picked up by either Douglas County or Gordon County. He's got 2 separate holds at the present time. His next court date is going to be May 14th. Thank you.
Position 15, Miss Kendall.
Mia Kindle, charged with the following 5 misdemeanor offenses under Accusation 26 CR 2755C. The charges are speeding, driving a vehicle on a suspended, canceled, or revoked registration, no valid insurance, willful obstruction of an officer, and fleeing and attempting to elude law enforcement. You've been advised of your rights. Any priors?
2 priors. Last arrest was from 2015 for driving without a valid license, and that was a no-low plea. And nothing further.
Ms. Bickerstaff or Ms. Ponder?
Yes, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm just trying to find it.
Mhm.
So the state's recommendation for this case is totaling at a $2,000 signature bond. No, I'm sorry, a $2,000 split bond for the speeding, suspended registration, and no insurance. The state is asking for a $250 signature bond. For the obstruction and fleeing and eluding this, for obstruction, there's a $250 surety bond, and for fleeing and eluding, the state is asking for a $1,000 surety bond on that as well, totaling to a $2,000 split bond.
All right, Ms. Baudet?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry, okay. Ms. Kindle is 28 years old. She lives with her mother here in Georgia and has a good address there. And she also has a 4-year-old daughter. She did graduate high school and is in trade school at the Aesthetics Beauty Academy. Your Honor, we're asking, I mean, as you heard, she doesn't have any FTAs, and her last arrest was in 2015. So if a signature bond is possible, we would be asking for that. Otherwise, we would ask for the total bond not to exceed $1,000.
All right, thank you. On the speeding offense, that's going to be 500. Well, each count is going to be 500. That's a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No driving unless she has a valid Class C driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration. The next court date is going to be sent. She's got an address in Loganville, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Well, she'll need to make sure she maintains a good address. As I said, no driving unless everything has been resolved. Driving, insurance, registration, and license. And she'll need to report once a month. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, this is number 19, Mr. Martin.
Clinton Martin is accused of simple battery against a person who is, well, of particular nature, as I say, from April 29th of this year, case 26 CR 2753Y. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
4 priors. Last arrest June of 2025 for failure to appear, and then a April of 2025 conviction for possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, sale of marijuana, financial transaction card theft, and possession of a pistol under 18 years of age, and nothing further.
Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yes, the state's recommendation is a $5,000 surety bond to have no further contact with Alicia Burton, ALYISSIA, to have no weapons, no alcohol, drugs, or alcohol or drugs, Your Honor. Our office was able to speak to Ms. Burton, and she did confirm the events listed in the warrant. She told officers on this incident that on the date in question that the defendant punched her in the face and pointed a firearm at her while she was pregnant. If Ms. Burton is on Zoom, the state would like to sound for her at the appropriate time.
Ms. Burden, if you are on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video if you want to say anything in this case. Okay, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Martin is 18 years young, Your Honor. Does have 3 children, twins. And Your Honor, after 12th grade, he has not been able to graduate yet, so he is planning to go back to school. And right now, to support his minor children, he's been working as a landscaping worker, labor. Your Honor, we would like to request for the lowest possible bond. That incident location is my defendant's grandmother's place, where the complainant witness does not reside. They don't live together. They only share one child. We ask for third-party transfer for him, and then also, Your Honor, the least possible signature on bond through pretrial level 2. Thank you.
Thank you. Bond is set at $3,500. It is a surety bond. He's to have no further contact with Miss Alicia Burden. He's also not to have any contact with any children that he shares with Miss Burden. If he wishes to have some kind of custody or contact with children he shares with her, he would need to file a legitimation case in order to get a court-ordered parenting plan. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, no weapons, and no firearms. His next court date is going to be May 14th, and he's also required to stay away from 341 Waits Drive in Southwest Atlanta, unless Miss Burden does not live there. So he's allowed a one-time visit with a police officer to verify that Miss Burden does not live there, and then he may return to that property. But till then, he needs to stay away from her, the children, and any children that she may have by him, as well as the property. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next is position 40, Miss Wilson.
Nautica Marie Wilson is accused of DUI, driving under the influence of alcohol less safe, and reckless driving from April 24th of last year, 2025. The case number is 26CR 2783L. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
3 priors. Last arrest was from 2020 for transmitting a false report out of Cobb County. That case was no prize. Appears to have an open case out of Clayton County for DUI, open container, intersection obstruction, and tag non-expire. And that's from 2023. And nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Ponder?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation, just due to the fact that Ms. Wilson does have a open DUI case, then picked up this DUI case, the state's concern while out on bond, the state's recommendation is a $1,000 cash bond.
Ms. Vadir?
Yes, Your Honor. I do have argument in this case.
Who?
Oh, I'm sorry. I do have argument in this case for her bond, but I believe her mother might be on the line. If we could just sound for anyone who might be here for Miss Wilson.
Is there anyone here for Nautica Wilson? Nautica Wilson.
Yes, I'm here. This is her mother, Antoinette Olson.
Okay, please start your video.
Let me pull over. I'm
Oh,
actually,
naturally, of course, they're driving.
yes, I'm at,
Ma'am, you're not supposed to be on Zoom if you're driving.
I can proceed, Your Honor, in the
Go ahead,
meantime.
please. Yeah.
Okay. Miss Wilson is 25 years old. She's lived in Georgia for about 16 years and has a good address to receive notice, which is the one on file. Her immediate family lives here, including her parents and her 3 siblings. She did complete high school and went to some college at Kennesaw State and has been working as a CNA. This warrant is from about a year ago. At this point in her life, unfortunately, she was suffering from depression and was trying to take her own life. From this incident, she was 1013 and went to Ridgeview for 2 weeks. And then she went to rehab at Mary Hall Freedom Village in Dunwoody for about 5 months. And so that's why there's an age to this particular warrant. I thought this was her second arrest. I'm not sure if pretrial said something else.
They said
Your Honor.
she has an open DUI case in Clayton County.
Okay. So Your Honor, we're asking for the bond in total not to exceed $1,500.
Miss Angel, I guess Wilson, if you have pulled over, this is the time to unmute and start your video. I guess she's still driving. Okay. On
No, I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Please raise your right hand and please do not walk. It disrupts with the video session. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Yes, ma'am. And what's your name?
Antoinette Wilson.
And how are you related to Miss Nautica Wilson?
I'm her mother.
Okay. What would you like to tell me?
Oh, I'm not sure. They just told me to be present. I'm not sure what is needed from me.
Does she have another open DUI case in Clayton County?
She does.
When was she arrested for that?
Maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't have the exact dates.
Okay. Thank you. If you have nothing else to add, you can mute your screen. Thank you. On the driving under the influence of alcohol, that's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. On the reckless driving, that's going to be a $10,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. And this will be for a 12-month monitoring. While she will report to pretrial services once a week. She will be subject to random screens for alcohol and or illegal drugs with a minimum mandatory once a month screen for alcohol and illegal drugs. She's not allowed to operate any motor vehicles unless she has a valid driver's license, not a permit, a valid driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration. Her next court date will be May 14th. Ms. Wilson, you're also to comply with any kind of medical care that you are currently undertaking, and you're to comply with all treatment, medication, and counseling. Thank you.
Your Honor, you said $2,000 surety and a $10,000 SOB?
Yeah, signature bond pretrial level 3 for 12 months.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we got 21, Mr. Matthews.
Rodriguez Matthews is accused of simple battery and simple assault. His case number is 26 CR 002752E. Mr. Matthews' incident date is April 28th, 2026. Any priors?
15 priors. Last arrest February of this year for criminal trespass. Does appear to be on probation for that case. 26 CR 000769D. Also on probation for another criminal trespass. 25 CR 005549E. On probation for simple assault and criminal trespass. 25 CR 004090E. And then probation for robbery, also out of Fulton County. An escape conviction 2014, and then an additional criminal trespass and simple battery conviction from 2017.
Thank you.
And nothing further.
Ms. Ponder?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation is a $8,000 surety bond. No further contact with Brittany Butler. Stay away from Grady Hospital unless receiving emergency medical treatment, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
McDuffy or what? McDuffy?
Ms. Kim?
Your Honor, Mr. Matthews is 30 years old. He has been residentially challenged. And Your Honor, after 10th grade, he said he was studying athlete, some kind of football at GSU. I strongly recommend him to be reset for competency calendar on Thursday. And we went for the lowest possible bond, $1,000 surety bond, Your Honor.
Okay. On each count, it's going to be 2,500. This is going to be a $5,000 surety bond. Next court date is May 8th at 11 a.m. No further contact with I knew us. With Brittany Butler at and he's to stay away from Grady Hospital. He may return to Grady Hospital once he's released if he has a valid appointment with a healthcare provider, or he's in the emergency or trauma area. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, 28, Mr. Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds, case number is 26 CR 2745H, accused of 3 counts of battery family violence and 1 count of simple battery family violence from September 22nd of last year. He's been advised of his rights. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Did you say Mr. Reynolds?
Brian Reynolds, yes. Position 28.
Give me one moment, please.
No problem.
Okay. Has a total of 7 cycles. The last arrest was for a FTA. Oh, sorry. Last arrest was from December of 2025 out of Dunwoody for entering auto willful obstruction. That case appears to be open. There's no disposition listed. Also appears to have an open willful obstruction case from July of 2025, a FTA from 2024, and then a 2024 conviction out of Fayette County for driving without a valid license, willful obstruction, fleeing or attempting to elude, and theft by receiving stolen property. That does appear to be an active probation case. And then a conviction from 2024 for theft by shoplifting and possession of marijuana less than an ounce. And
Do you have the case from 2025, 25 CR 00377? I don't know what the last number is.
774H.
Yes.
What's that last number?
4.
H. Oh, number 4.
4H. Okay, thank you. And Ms. Baker, thank you, Ms. Hutchison. What's the recommendation from the state?
It is a $3,500 surety bond, $1,000 on each of the battery charges, and $500 for the simple battery family violence. To have no further contact with Jamyah, JAMYAH Sullivan. To stay away from the incident location, as well as no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. Just briefly, Your Honor, Miss Sullivan told officers that the defendant shoved her to the ground where she fell. He also mushed her in the face. The officer noted in his report that she had a laceration to her left cheek that was bleeding and several bruises on her body from the incident. So that is the reason for the state's recommendation.
Jamyah Sullivan, if you want to chime in, this is the time to unmute and start your video. All right, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Reynolds is 23 years old. Even though he was born in Illinois, he has been living here in Georgia for more than 22 years. So this is his hometown. He has, with a complaining witness, Your Honor, even though they are not married, they live together and they have one child. And apparently the incident location, both of their names are on the lead. And I looked up that FTA case, Your Honor, on July 24, 25. The return to sender, the mail was returned to the state court. And my client never had a notice of a hearing, so another public defender would have to file motion to set aside that bench warrant, and hopefully his previous bond will be reinstated, Your Honor. And we asked for signature on bond. This is probably only one battery family violence case, and Your Honor, after 12 straight the high school graduation, he's been working, gainfully employed at the construction industry, and there is no conviction. I do understand there is an open case, but he's presumed to be innocent. I don't want that to be a prejudice against him. And we asked for no further violent contact. This happened September 2025 last year, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
does he live at the Decatur Street location?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right. Yeah, and the failure to appear notice was sent to a Griffin, Georgia address, which is the address in that case. So I don't see a change of address being provided. So that's something obviously, like you said, needs to be addressed in the defense motion. On the each count of battery family violence, that's going to be 2,000, and the simple battery is going to be 1,000. This is going to be a $7,000 surety bond. No further contact with Miss Jemiah Sullivan to stay away from 302 Decatur Street in Southeast Atlanta. He's not allowed a one-time visit to that location. He's to have no contact with Miss Sullivan and any children that he shares with Miss Sullivan. If he wishes to have contact with the children, he must file a legitimation case and obtain a court order for a parenting plan. If he does bond out, unfortunately, he has to wait until Clayton County or Fayette County comes and picks him up because he's got outstanding holds. No illegal drugs, no alcohols, and no firearms. Thank you. Next court date is May 14th.
Judge, was that, you said stay away, you did not say stay away since he lived there. I know it was no further contact, but was there a stay away or no?
Yeah, there is a stay away, 302 Decatur Street in Atlanta.
Okay, so I'm sorry if I missed it. He should update because that's what Odyssey has is a 302 up.
Oh, he has to update his address in the older case, which is 25 CR 003-774H. And I guess that case is going to move with this one for the SAP calendar.
Right, but what I'm saying is for this case, it looks like it's just the 302 Decatur Street is what he has as his address. So I'm just letting saying that to say that he would need to update this address as well.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, within 30 days, he needs to update us with his new within 30 days of being released. He would need to give us a new address because he can't return to the Decatur Street. I see what you mean. Thank you. Next case.
39, Mr. Williams.
And if I can, Your Honor, I believe I've completed my business with the court if I can be excused.
Yes, thank you. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thanks, you too.
Andrew Williams is accused of simple battery family violence from April 22nd of this year, case 26 CR 2782J. Mr. Williams, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, 21 priors. Last arrest was from February of 2025 for battery and criminal trespass and possession of a firearm out of Cobb County. There was no disposition, so that case appears to be open. Open Fulton County DUI 24 CR 002-2490L. On probation out of Fulton County for aggravated assault, criminal damage to property, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony. That disposition was in 2025. Also appears to be on probation out of Cobb County for battery, criminal trespass, reckless conduct. Disposition was in 2025. Disorderly conduct conviction 2014. Willful obstruction 2015. Simple battery 2019 and 2023.
Thank you.
And nothing further. You're welcome.
Ms. Bickerstaff or Ms. Ponder?
That's my case, Your Honor. The state is requesting a $2,000 cash bond if the court was to release him on a signature bond for him to do FVIP and no violent contact with the victim and third party to see the child.
Okay. Miss Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Williams is 37 years old, Your Honor. He was born and raised here in Georgia, and we do have a good mailing address where he can get notice of apparently hearing. He had the previous FTA, Your Honor. He was actually incarcerated, and also another one, he was hospitalized. So there is excuse for those cases, and I would like to request for the lowest possible bond, $2,000 cash bond is almost like no bond for him. He has another 2 holds outside of this Fulton County, so he's not going anywhere except another county jail. Your Honor, he says that the complaining witness is his fiance. Even though they used to live together, defendant left that place. So there's no objection for no contact and stay away, Your Honor. And they do not have any child. And after graduating from high school, he went to a trade school. However, at this point, he was supposed to start his job on Wednesday, but he got arrested, so he does not have any job, and there's no way he's going to be able to pay for any bond at this point. We ask for the lowest possible bond. Thank you.
Is there a Quanisha Thomas who wants to chime in? Quanisha Thomas. On the simple battery family violence, that's going to be a $3,500 surety bond. He's to have no further contact with Quanisha Thomas and no contact with any children that he shares with her. If he wishes to have any kind of joint custody or parenting, he needs to file a legitimation case to obtain any custody or parenting time. He does have a parole hold with the Georgia Board of Pardons and Paroles, and he's got a probation hold out of Cobb County. Both the underlying offenses in these holds are violent offenses. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and his next court date is going to be May 14th. Thank you.
I'm just gonna add to Mr. Roll. Some second.
I'm sorry, what was that case number? Okay, position number?
Add on to.
Add on to. Okay, thank you. Charles Rome is accused of 2 counts of battery family violence, 2 counts of simple battery family violence, 4 charges from April 29th of this year, case 26 CR 2788D. Mr. Rome, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Give me one moment. I have to locate this history.
Sorry, it was on our add-on calendar. It came in a tad right after the other one did.
It's pulling it now. Taking a moment to load.
That's okay.
Okay, Mr. Rome has 2 cycles, no convictions. Last arrest was from 2011 for theft by shoplifting, and that was no arrest.
All right, thank you. Ms. Bickerstaff, what's the state's recommendation?
Yes, it is a $7,000 surety bond. For the first 2 charges, $3,000, and for the last 2 charges, $500 to stay away from Debrianna, Debrianna, Washington. To stay away from Miss Washington, as well as the incident location. Your Honor, just briefly, this incident took place because of an argument where Miss Washington told officers that the defendant pushed her. Then in response to being pushed, she swung her fist at him, and then the defendant pinned her down and started choking her and punching her. The officer observed several marks on her arms and her neck. Our office did get an opportunity to speak to Miss Washington very briefly yesterday. She was very emotional when we started to speak with her about the case, and she needed us to call her back. But since then, we didn't get to speak to her when we tried to call her back. So because of that, and it not being an adequate cooling off period, no, I'm sorry. Yes, an adequate cooling off period in this case, the state would ask for there to be no further contact at the moment.
Debrianna Washington or Debrianna Washington. If you're on Zoom and you want to chime in, this is the time to start your video and unmute. Ms. Bickerstaff, why is this not a felony aggravated assault strangulation based on the warrant?
Yes, Your Honor, because when we spoke with her yesterday, we were unable to get the strangulation assessment done to see if we can upgrade it. When we tried calling her before court today, we didn't get an answer. So there's a possibility we will upgrade it. We just need to speak to her to complete the assessment.
Okay. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. My client denies the allegation, and Your Honor, at the same time that she was arguing for self-defense, it was complaining witness who started hitting him first. This is his first violence arrest related arrest ever. So we would like to request for a signature on bond, Your Honor. I believe complaining witness and my client, they have been living together. They have one child together. Your Honor, my client has no objection to stay away and no contact with her. But we would like to request for a signature on bond. After high school graduation, he went to Payne College at Ogus, Georgia, to study international business and marketing, Your Honor. And right now, he is working as an account manager for financial technology. We ask for the lowest possible bond. If Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond, we ask for $1,000 surety bond, Your Honor.
For count one of the battery family violence, that's going to be a $3,500 surety bond. Count two is going to be a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. Count three is going to be a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. And count four is going to be a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. This is going to be a total of a $13,500 split bond. Once he posts the initial surety bond, he will then be on pretrial services reporting once a week. He is to have no further contact with Miss Washington, no further contact with any child or children that he shares with Miss Washington. If he wishes to have a custody or parenting time with the child, he must file a legitimation case and get a court-ordered parenting plan. Within 30 days of being released and reporting to pretrial, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. That's 24 weeks of classes that he must enroll and pay for and attend without missing or skipping any of them. This will be a monitoring period for 12 months, but the no contact provisions prevail until there's a final outcome of the case. In the meantime, he's not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and not to own or possess any firearms. Next court date is going to be May 14th. Thank you.
Judge, can you go back through the, excuse me, Ms. Kim, can you go back through the amounts one more time, please?
Sure. Count one is 3,500 surety. Count two, battery family violence, is 5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 3. And then count 3 and 4 are each 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 3. 12-month reporting, no contact, legitimation, and domestic violence required. DVIP program.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can you have a 10% share?
No, he's already on a He's already got a $10,000 signature bond through pretrial. And
Alright.
he's also noticed that this case can be upgraded to a felony charge.
Roll. Roll. Right here.
All right, next we got 26, Mr. Please.
Where's,
20?
26.
26, okay.
Reynolds.
Johari Please is accused of simple battery and simple assault from April 15th of this year, case number 26CR 2763J. Mr. Will, please, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Miss Kim. Miss Hutchison?
22 cycles. Last arrest was from 2022 for burglary, identity theft, fraud, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Probation 18 SC 159324. That is for possession of meth, possession of MDMA, possession of cocaine, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. That is from 2018. FTA in 2020 and 2012. It appears he was also arrested on a hijacking motor vehicle with this arrest as well. So that may be an open case and felony. A 2023 conviction for battery, entering auto, financial transaction card theft. A 2024 possession of meth conviction. And nothing further.
Thank you. Miss Ponder?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendations is $3,000 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, weapons, stay away from the location. And unless there's official business, the location is the courthouse, and to have no contact with the named victim.
I'm sorry, could you give me the name of the victim? I'm sorry, I tried to write them down, but
No, you're fine,
reading
Your
40
Honor.
cases, it's tough.
Yes, Your Honor, the named victim is Jasmine Daniels.
Thank you. And you're talking about the Fulton County Courthouse Complex, right?
136 Pryor Street.
Okay. Miss Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. We would like to request for the lowest possible bond of $1,000 surety bond. At this point, he is not employed. He doesn't have any funds to pay for the bond. And on top of that, he does not have anybody who can pay for his bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
On each count, it's going to be $1,000. This is a $2,000 surety bond. He doesn't qualify for a signature bond. He's to stay 200 yards away from the entire Fulton County government complex, including the courthouse buildings, which is on Pryor Street, Central Avenue, and including the satellite courthouses, unless he has a verifiable court date or he has a verifiable appointment with any of the government officers involved in these locations. His next court date is going to be May 14th at 9 a.m. Thank you. Oh, and no contact with Jasmine Daniels. Next case.
It goes to the Wade case, start with number 4, Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark, it's a waiver case, Your Honor.
All right. And is that Mr. Clark seated next to you?
No, I got. Come on. Oh, we this case. Come on, let's go.
Name. I got you, man. Come on. We gotta get to the next page. I got you, bro. Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, please.
What did I just say? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Stand up. Let's go.
Go ahead, let's go.
Miss Kim, are any of the individuals at the back, have they all been addressed?
Yes, Your Honor. We're waiting for officer to take it.
Okay. And you said Willie Clark is a waiver case, it's 26 CR 2759E. accused of theft by taking and willful obstruction from April 29th of 2026. Any priors on position 4?
Yes, a total of 42 cycles, multi-state offender, on 4 separate probation cases, all out of Fulton County. PI convictions, both in 2022, resistant officer conviction 2022, FTA 2022, trespassing convictions 2025 and 2022.
That's plenty. Thank you. Ms. Ponder or Ms. Bickerstaff, do you have a bond recommendation? No?
I'm sorry, I was trying to find him on the list on my list, but
Otherwise, I was just going, well, he doesn't have, he has a UJR on the theft by taking and a 1,000 on the willful obstruction. If there's no objection, that's what I'm going to go with.
yeah, there's no objection from the state.
Ms. Kim, any objections?
No objection. Can we reset the case to a confidence calendar?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This case is reset to May 8th at 11 a.m. And it will be a UJR on count 1, which doesn't have a dollar amount, and $1,000 surety on count 2. Okay, did you have any other waivers? What about Jake Fiegels? Position 9.
Jake Beagle was not my prior, Your Honor.
Okay, tell you what, I'm just going to go down the calendar and then we'll see what's going on with the.
No, I apologize. My bad. I had too many today. He has to be reset for Paul Patel's case. I mean, confidence calendar. PD Paul Patel actually emailed us saying that he's already at MH court.
Okay, so so with regards to Jake William Fiegels, on each count is going to be 500. This is position 9, Ms. Strong. It's going to be a total of $1,500 surety bond. Stay away from the incident location. And the next court date will be May 8th at 11 a.m. All right, so just to go over the calendar, on the add-on cases, position number 1, Sebastian Mattis, was a $1,000 surety reset to May 14th. Position 2, Rome, is a 3,500 surety reset, a 13,500 split bond and further notice to May 14. On the main calendar, position 1, Argo, Sonia Argo. What are we doing?
Waiver, Your Honor.
All right. And she's charged with criminal trespass and public drunk from April 30th of this year. Case 26 CR 2764G. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yeah, yes, 68 cycles.
That's
Last
good. No, that's
Okay.
good. Thank you. I saw her jailings already on the screen. Any recommendation, Ms. Bickerstaff?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. What position are we on?
Number 1.
Oh, yes, for Mr. Argo. The state's recommendation is a $1,000 signature on bond, $500 for each count, and to stay away from the incident location, 635 Lindbergh Drive.
That's the model property?
Yes. Well, no,
And-
it's actually at a Texaco gas station.
Oh, okay.
where this took-
I thought he had a couple of FTAs. Are we bypassing that with the state? I mean,
Is-
I don't have
is
a
it
problem with
Sonia?
that.
Sonia Argo?
Sonia Argo.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
She's got
there's
6
FTAs, not a signature bond, a surety bond.
This is 68 arrest cycles and homeless, so I can't do a signature bond through pretrial.
Right. Let me reduce this down to a 500. Let's reduce it to $500 surety bond, $250 each charge.
All right. Miss Kim, on the criminal trespass is going to be $10. On the public drunk is going to be $5. This is a $15 cash bond. Further notice to May 14th. Stay away from the Texaco gas station on Lindbergh Drive. Okay, thank you.
Your
Brent Bible, position 2 is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Position 3, Tiffany Blackman is a $1,500 surety bond, reset to May 14. Position 4, Willie Clark is a UJR on count 1 and $1,000 surety on count 2, reset to May 8th at 11 a.m. Position 5, Michael Clayton's a 2,000 surety, reset to May 14. 6, Clemens is a 2,500 signature bond for pretrial level 2. 7, Robert Cruz is a $100 cash bond, reset to May 14th. 8, Dennis is a $1,000 surety bond, reset May 14th.
Judge,
9, yeah.
Before you proceed, do you want 100, 400, and 500? You said 100, 406, and that's not 1,000.
Oh, so it should be, you're correct. Told
500.
you, my math.
So 100, 400, and 500?
Yeah, it's $1,000 surety. Thank you. And then on position 9, Fiegels is a $1,500 surety bond, reset to May 8th at 11 a.m. Position 10, Flores is a 3,000 signature bond for pretrial level 2. Position 11, Frazier is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 12, Freeman is a 3,500 surety bond with a 10%. If the 10% is exercised, he would need to report to pretrial level 3 for 12 months. Position 13, Glasco is a 3,000 signature bond to pretrial level 2.
Judge,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. For Mr. Freeman, was it level 2 if released or level 3?
Level 3.
Okay. Thank you.
Glasgow is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Howard, position 14, is a 2,000 surety bond, reset to May 14th. 15, Mia Kindle, that's a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 16, Monnique Larry is a $1,250 surety bond, reset to the May, what was it? Next Thursday's May 8th, right?
It's the 7th.
It's the 7th. Okay. So all those cases that I just reset to May 8th, let's correct them to May 7th. Thank
I
you.
was just going to wait until you were doing it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I keep thinking today's Thursday. I'm so sorry. Okay. 17, Chapel Lighty is a $50 cash bond, reset to May 14th. 18, Antonio Malone is a $4,000 surety bond, reset to May 14th. 19, Clinton Martin is a 3,500 surety bond, reset to May 14th. 20, Eric Mason. What are we doing there?
Oh, he is a waiver, Your Honor.
Okay. This case is 26 CR 2750G, accused of public drunk and battery from April 29th of 2026. Ms. Hutchison, any priors?
18 cycles, last arrest January of this year out of Swanee for theft by shoplifting. That is open. Criminal trespass conviction 22, willful obstruction conviction 23, FTA 22, simple battery conviction 2014, and theft by shoplifting conviction 2013.
Okay. Do either of the prosecutors want to chime in? Ms.
This
Ponder?
is for Ricky Smith, Your Honor.
Eric Mason. Eric Mason.
Oh, one moment. Yes.
This is public drunk and battery. And
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is a 3,000 surety bond, 1,500 each. Alcohol, drug evaluation, any recommended treatment. Stay away from the Longhorn Steakhouse, and no alcohol, drugs, or weapon while out on bond.
all right. On the Ms. Kim, any objection? He's got an FTA, doesn't qualify for a signature bond.
Right now, he has a UJR for public drunk and then $1,000 for a surety bond for simple battery. Can we have those just remain?
Yes, I don't have a problem with that. UJR on the public drunk, $1,000 surety on the battery, and he's to stay away from the Longhorn Steakhouse at 10845 Medlock Bridge Road in Johns Creek. Just needs to get his steak elsewhere. I didn't see I don't know who the victim was. So was it the staff at the restaurant, Ms. Ponder?
I'm trying to, okay, I'm sorry, Your Honor. It was my based on the report, Jones Creek indicated that the defendant was outside, trying to fight guests. So I don't believe that he was,
Okay. I can't
blank.
pronounce the guest's last name, but it's Joshua and it's Lefebvre, something like that. Lefebbre. All right. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and next court date is going to be May 14th. Moving on, position 21, Rodriguez Matthews, that's a $5,000 surety, reset to May 7th at 11 a.m. Position 22, McDuffy is a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 23, Morell is a $25 cash bond, reset to May 7th at 11 a.m. 24, Ogus is a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2 for 12 months. Davine Patterson is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Johari Please is a $2,000 surety bond, reset date May 14th. 27, Ramsey is a $1,750 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Yeah. 28, Reynolds Brian is a $7,000 surety bond, reset to May 14th. 29, Breonna Rhymes is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, I believe. Position 30 is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. I'll come back to 31 and 32. Meanwhile, 33, David Skutiaryi, okay, I'm butchering that name, sorry, is a $1,000 surety bond, reset date May 14th. Position 34 is a 6,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 35 is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. I'll come back to position 36. Position 37 is an $8,000 surety bond, reset date to May 7th at 11 a.m. 38, Whited is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 39, Williams is a 3,500 surety bond, reset May 14th. The 40, Nautica Wilson is a $12,000 split bond. Reset date is May 14th. All right, so going back to positions 31, 32, and 36. 31, Harrison Smith. What are we doing?
A waiver, Your Honor.
You're waiting for what?
Waiver of
Oh,
appearance.
waiver. Okay. So Harrison Smith is a waiver. Criminal trespass is a charge from April 30th. Case 26 CR 2770C. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
4 prior. Open criminal trespass from April 24th of this year. 26 CR 0024. Wait, I'm missing some numbers. I gotta look at those numbers. And then also an open case from March of this year for theft by shoplifting.
Ms. Bickerstaff, any recommendation?
Yes, $1,000 signature on bond and just
No,
tell.
he doesn't qualify. He's got 2 open cases.
Oh, I'm sorry. He did. That's what you did just say that. I'm sorry. $1,000 surety bond and to stay away from the incident location.
Ms. Kim, any objection?
Your Honor, can we have a really, really low bond? He's only 22 years old, struggling with a residential challenge. Can we do like $10 cash bond, Your Honor?
I'll do a $50 cash bond. He's got those 2 other CT cases that unfortunately does not qualify him from any nominal bonds. Stay away from the incident location. Next court date is May 14th. Ricky Smith, case 26 CR 2775A, charged with battery, theft by shoplifting, and theft by taking from April 29th of this year. Is this a waiver or a reset?
Waiver, Your Honor.
All right. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
62 priors. A April 22nd of this year, theft by shoplifting, arrest, open. Also on active probation for 3 separate cases, 2 of criminal trespass, 1 is willful obstruction and terroristic threats. And then also on probation out of Clayton County. 2 FTAs, 2022, 2013, and 3 other criminal trespass convictions. And a
Ms.
simple
Bickerstaff?
assault in 2019.
All right, that's good. Thank you. Ms. Bickerstaff?
This that's 3, a $3,000 surety bond, $2,000 for the battery, and $500 each for the theft cases. And to have no further contact with the victim, I don't have the victim's name right in front of me.
He just got released from jail 8 days ago. So,
Mr.
all
Smith?
right. Yep.
Oh,
That's
so
why I
he
remember.
posted his bond?
I don't know, but somebody needs to look into that. But in the meantime, Ms. Kim, do you have any objection to the 3,000 surety bond?
No objection, Your Honor. Can we possibly put his case to competent calendar, Your Honor?
Yeah, thank you. On the battery is going to be 1,000. On the theft by shoplifting, that's going to be a $10 cash bond. And the theft by taking, that's going to be a $10 cash bond. This is going to be a $1,020 split bond. Stay away from the store at 5022 Old National Highway in Fulton County. Next court date is going to be May 7th. I'm sorry, not May 14th, May 7th at 11 a.m. That brings us to Annie Tribble, accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property, 2 counts of simple battery, and 1 PI charge from April 29th of 2026. Case number is 26 CR 2785J. Any priors? Ms. Hutchison, I'm sorry, you're muted. She's position 36.
Sorry. 58 cycles. Last arrest was June of 2025 for battery and simple assault out of Fulton County. That is an open case. Another open case for battery family violence. I counted a total of about 9 other criminal trespass convictions. Up until the latest years being 2012. She did have some others prior to that.
Okay. Thank you so much. Ms. Bickerstaff?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. So for the criminal trespass, a $600 surety bond, $600 surety bond for also the 2 simple battery charges, and for the PI charge, $1,000 surety bond. So what does that equal?
I'm going to make it 500. 600 is really taxing my poor little brain right now. So,
okay.
And 5CR00 is her other cases. Any objection, Ms. Kim?
No objection. Can we reset her case to 11 a.m., Your Honor?
May 7th?
Yes.
You know, Mr. Bartel is going to be calling you later on. Okay.
So are we, because we're currently doing their calendar now, Ms. Kim, and you adding all these cases to the 7th.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So on the criminal trespass is 500. The simple battery is 500. The simple count 3 simple battery is 500, and the PI is 1,000. That's going to be a $2,500 surety bond. No further to stay away from the incident location. No contact with the victim. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And she's got 2 open cases. Ms. Strong, do you see the case numbers?
I don't right now, Judge, but I'll make a note to I'll look for them. We'll take care of it.
Okay. Yes, Ms. Fonda, you're free to go. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Think we've gone over all the cases. It's 4:57, so everybody clock out. And
Judge, one question before we
Yeah.
position number 21, that's not going to the competency calendar, is it? It's just a reset for a regular SAP, correct?
Rodriguez Matthews, y'all asked for May 7th at 11 a.m.
Oh, okay.
He's got multiple probation cases, 1, 2, 3 misdemeanor, 1 felony probation, and 1 open CT case from February. So that was a request for competency.
Okay, yes, ma'am, thank you.
All right, folks, thank you so much. Was there anyone who had a question?
Yes, I had 2 questions.
Yes, Ms. Hutchison.
What was the bond for position 20 and 31?
Okay. And then I see a Phyllis on Zoom. I don't know whether that's courthouse staff or, okay, let's see, 20 is Eric Mason. That's a waiver. On the public drunk is UJR. On the battery is $1,000 surety.
Okay.
Reset date, May 14. And then what was the other one?
31.
31. That's Harrison Smith. That's a waiver. And that's a $50 cash bond. And we're going to reset that to, was it May 7th? Miss Kim? For Harrison Smith? He's got open cases as well. 4 open cases. I think it was May 14. Did I put it on the competency calendar?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, so that's May 14. All right, Miss Hutchison, we good?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, and this person called Phyllis. If you don't have a question, then Miss Champion, we can shut down this Zoom screen. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend.